Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be doing a movie review of the Nigerian movie The House of Secrets, which is currently on Prime Video. The movie is about a woman called Sarah who was imprisoned and taken to a mental institute. She was taken out of that. She was kept in a room after losing her memory. So a group of people were trying to jog her memory back and trying to help her recall a secret document that her husband, Panam, had given to her many years ago, and which was the only thing that can expose the General Sani, who is currently running for the office of the president. Talking about the cast in the movie. First off, we have Sarah, who the younger version was played by Efe Irele, and the older version was played by Ndajite Dede. So the younger version of Sarah was a very sweet, she was free spirit, she was happy, she was very loving, and she fell in love with a man called Panam. She used to work at a post office then. So it takes us on a journey of her love. It takes us the journey of emotion, of pain, like all she had to go through to where she is now. Now, the older version of Sarah, she is a woman who has been through a lot, who is still hurting from the incidents of the past, who had lost her memory, as well as a lot of other things she lost in her life. And she's trying to recall all that had happened to her because she was currently having amnesia because of the trauma she passed through. And also, she was trying to remember certain incidents that transpired between herself and her husband and a particular document. Another character would be her husband, who was Panam, played by Shawn Faqua. So Panam was a very loving husband. He was a respectable and honest military man who couldn't stand for something that is wrong. He just had to speak up when he noticed that something wasn't right. And he fell in love with Sarah, and they had a very, very beautiful love story. And he was so protective and so supportive and such a loving husband that he would go through any length to protect his wife and his unborn child. So that's that about Panam. Next character would be Malik, who is Panam's closest friend as well as his fellow military person. Yeah, Malik was also one of the very few people that was close to Panam and was also there when him and Sarah first met at the post office. So later on in the movie, you realize Malik wasn't as honorable as Panam was, and he was bought off by the general, and this led to things going south between him and his friend, where they had to face off against each other. Another character would be Mrs. Eket, who was played by Henshaw. So Mrs. Eket is a very, very funny, loving woman. She was a mother figure to Sarah, and she also worked at the post office back in 1999 alongside Sarah, and she was rooting for Panam and Sarah's love story. So she was one person Sarah considered family and she could rely on and talk to about anything. She also delivered on her character very, very well. The whole Aquarium woman, funny mother figure, and all of that. She was supportive and
Boys final. Sarah have yam better. Mrs. Eket, mind your business. And what do you even know about fine boys? That is your scarf. Leave my scarf. Hand me your toaster, Bob. He's not my toaster. He's calling you.
I'm done, ma'am.
You can drop it just there.
He's not leaving me. Your shakara is even too much. You just go and talk to him. Besides, you have to go back to your desk. This is not your desk.
Mrs. Eket, go, Joe. Your wallet is too much.
I love you too. Leave this place, you.
Military men.
I didn't know human beings.
it was nice to see Henshaw on screen. This character I'll be talking about would be Dr. Jide Badmus, that was played by Femi Jacobs. So he's the doctor trying to help Sarah recover her memories, trying to jog her memory back to her. Femi also acted his role very well. Character would be Miss Banke Lawa. The younger version was played by Gbubeme Ajayi, who was also a police officer back in 1999. But currently now the older version is played by Funlola, who is now the owner of an NGO of some sort. She's working at an NGO where she's trying to get justice for people who cannot. And she picked an interest in Sarah's case where she was trying to help her get justice on what happened to her husband, to her and her family as a whole. Another character would be Daniel. Daniel is played by Emeka. He acted his role very, very well. He was also working at the NGO with Mrs. Lawal. He was somebody that Sarah was able to confide in. She felt very, very comfortable around him. I won't give spoilers to who he is, but see, because he played his role very, very well. Next character would be Esther. Esther was played by Icha. So Esther was also someone that worked alongside Mrs. Lawal. So they were like in a team of people who were trying to recreate the life of Sarah. They sort of set up the room where they kept her to make it seem like she was back in 1999 with the whole typewriter and like making her write and just giving her like things to occupy herself with, alongside trying to get her to remember what happened to her in the past. So now that's that about the characters. This movie is filled with drama, it's filled with love, it's filled with pain, it's filled with a bit of action as well, and it has a lot of suspense. It is a movie that has an intriguing storyline, and it's would keep you, the viewer, locked in and engaged in the storyline, because as it starts off, you're also trying to understand, okay, what's going on with Sarah. Who are these people that are acting very, very shady? Who are they? Are like acting so suspicious with the doctor giving her a letter. Okay, do you remember the post office number? Do you remember the number? What's the number? They're all being so aggressive in trying to make her remember something she doesn't remember. And you, as you're watching, you're trying to understand what exactly is going on. Who are these people? Are they the good guys? Are they the bad guys? Thought when she finally remembers and she gets out of the building to see that, okay, she's not actually in 1999, she's in 2000 and something. And it was also very scary for Sarah because she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know where she was lost. And imagine somebody dealing with so much trauma, coming out of that, seeing a reality that she's not familiar with. So it was also very emotional to see the ride that Sarah went on as well. It also displayed the ills that happened in the military. It also talks about corruption in politics. Okay, the chemistry between Panam and Sarah was also very, very beautiful to see. The characters were also able to give us a very, very beautiful love story. It was very, very nice. Like the progression from when they were just meeting each other to when they were going out. It was very, very beautiful to see the journey of their love progress to when they now got married. It was also very, very believable because these two people acted their roles so well. They sort of complemented each other. Yeah. So now fast forward to this document that everybody is trying to get, that would expose the general, and he won't end up winning, being the president, and whoa, 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 whoa. Where the movie progresses, you would understand what exactly this document contains, how powerful the document is, and what happened, like how lives were lost, and the incident on the train and stuff. So all in all, the cinematography, the costume, the setting of the movie, for me, I really, really enjoyed, especially the back in the 1990s scenes. I really enjoyed watching the black and white scenes in the movie. It was also like nice to see not the usual modern setting movies. It was nice to see their dressing, their music, their hair, their picture, their makeup, the cars, everything was just so nice For me, I like my best scenes would definitely have to be the whole black and white back in time scenes. The movie also had like a little bit of action scenes here and there. Like we know, Panam is a military man, so I guess they had to imbibe a little fight scenes here and there to sort of show off his fighting skill and how he was ready to fight to protect his family, which was nice. Although, like a typical Nigerian movie, it would have a very predictable ending, but the movie would take you on a ride of suspense. Like you would be questioning, like, what would happen, what's going to happen here, what's going on here, what's like everything leading up towards the ending of the movie would have you hooked. And it wasn't a flat storyline, so it was very engaging. It had a little twist here and there, and was fun to see how everything turned out. My best character in the movie would definitely have to be Sarah. That's both the younger version and the older version of Sarah, because they really interpreted their roles very well, and you could sort of see the struggles she went through with the whole being locked up and being pumped in with drugs, and was just trying to break her person basically. Alongside her husband Panam, he was also a very good actor. He was also very brilliant on his own end. So the two of them, I think, as a whole, they will be my favorite actors in the movie. And my favorite scenes in the movie would be the scene on the train. Yeah, the scene on the train was also a very beautiful scene and also a very sad scene. Trying to escape and trying to get out of there, and they are now attacked by certain police officers. And as Panam is fighting, and Sarah, she was even attacked or something because she was on the floor at some point, and she was now going into labor with Panam fighting at one end and she pushing out the baby, and everything just blows out of proportion. I think you should just watch because I don't want to give a lot of spoilers to the movie. But that's also like one very beautiful scene that you would definitely enjoy watching. Overall, I think I'll give the movie a 6/10. It is a really good movie you would enjoy. Because when I first saw the trailer on Instagram, I was hooked. Like I was so eager to see this movie when it came out, and I had like high expectations of the movie. So it didn't match my expectations, but it was a very good movie nonetheless. I just had really high expectations because the trailer was just insane. Like the trailer just had me hooked. Like I've not seen a Nigerian movie trailer that was just so, like it was just like in your face. You just wanted to know what is next. Like everything was just bam, fighting the secrets, like her being locked up, like what you were just like your head would just be all over the place because you're trying to understand what is going on. So when the movie dropped, I just had to see it, and all in all, it was a good movie. I think you would definitely enjoy the movie. So the movie is called The House of Secrets. It was directed by Niyi, and the movie is currently on Prime Video, so you should definitely check it out. So far, if you have any comments, if you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. If you have also movie recommendations that you would like me to watch, please leave them down in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. And I have other movie reviews that I will link in the cards and in the description below, so you can check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Bye.